Apple just confirmed the most insane iPhone ever made. And it's going to completely change how you think about smartphones. The iPhone 17 Air isn't just another iPhone, it's Apple's boldest design experiment in years. And the leaked specs will blow your mind. Apple is killing the iPhone Plus series because, let's be honest, nobody bought it. To put that in perspective, the current iPhone 16 Pro is 8.5 millimeters thick. The iPhone 17 Air will use a titanium aluminum alloy frame that's both incredibly strong and lightweight. This isn't just about making a thin phone that breaks easily. Apple is engineering this to be durable while being impossibly slim. To achieve this incredible thinness, they had to make sacrifices. Instead of the square camera bump we're used to, the iPhone 17 Air will have a horizontal camera bar across the back, similar to what Google does with Pixel phones. This is the same chip they introduced in the iPhone 16e, and it's more power efficient than Qualcomm's modems. However, it doesn't support the fastest mmWave 5G, only sub-6 GHz networks. For most people, this won't matter, but it's worth knowing. This helps distribute the internal components more efficiently in the ultra-thin chassis. The iPhone 17 Air will only have a single 48-megapixel rear camera. The iPhone 17 Air will come in black, white, light blue, and light gold. The iPhone 17 Air isn't trying to be the most powerful iPhone. That's what the Pro models are for. But for people who primarily use their phone for social media, messaging, and basic photography, the iPhone 17 Air could be perfect. The ultra-thin design makes it incredibly pocketable and comfortable to hold for extended periods. Instead, it's targeting people who value design and portability over camera versatility and maximum performance. If the iPhone 17 Air is successful, they might start making all their phones slimmer. It's not for everyone, but it doesn't need to be. Apple is creating a new category within their iPhone lineup for people who prioritize form over function. We could be looking at the beginning of a new era where Apple prioritizes thinness across their entire lineup. It's like the difference between a MacBook Air and MacBook Pro. Pre-orders would start that Friday, with availability the following week. The light blue is described as the lightest blue Apple has ever used on an iPhone, almost appearing white under certain lighting conditions. Yes, you heard that right, one camera. For the first time since the iPhone 8, a premium iPhone will have just one rear camera. The iPhone 17 Air is going to force iPhone users to make that choice for the first time in years. That's more than 20% smaller than any iPhone 16 model. Apple is banking on the efficiency of their A19 chip and custom modem to maintain decent battery life, but this is definitely going to be a compromise. Apple seems confident they've solved this with the titanium aluminum alloy construction, but we won't know for sure until people start using these phones daily. This positions it as a premium design choice without pro-level pricing. It will be a SIM only, which might limit its appeal in regions where physical SIM cards are still preferred. Are you excited about the ultra-thin design? Or are you concerned about the compromises Apple had to make? And make sure to subscribe, because we'll be covering every iPhone 17 leak and rumor as we get closer to the September announcement. Instead of being on the right side of the dynamic island like current iPhones, leaked screen protectors suggest it will be on the left side. This might seem minor, but it shows how Apple is rethinking every component placement to make this design work. You're paying for the ultra-thin form factor and unique aesthetic, not necessarily superior performance. The iPhone 17 Air will be almost 2 millimeters thinner. That makes it thinner than the infamous iPhone 6, which was 9 millimeters and had all those bending problems. Instead, they're creating something totally new, the iPhone 17 Air. And when I say Air, I mean Air. This thing is going to be incredibly thin. First, let's talk about why this is happening. Multiple credible sources, including Bloomberg's Mark Gurman and analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, have confirmed that the iPhone 17 Air will measure just 5.5 to 6.5 millimeters thick. But here's the crazy part. Apple learned from the iPhone 6 disaster. The display is confirmed to be 6.6 inches, which puts it right between the regular iPhone 17 and the Pro Max. Apple doesn't accidentally put wallpapers for non-existent devices in their beta software. So this basically confirms the iPhone 17 Air's existence and screen size. But here's where it gets interesting. The iPhone 17 Air will get promotion technology with 120 Hz refresh rate. This has been exclusive to Pro models for years, but Apple is finally bringing smooth scrolling to a non-Pro iPhone. The resolution has been leaked through iOS 26 beta code at 1260 by 2736 pixels. Now, Here's where Apple made some controversial choices. The camera design is completely different too. Apple is also putting their custom 5G modem in the iPhone 17 Air. The battery is where things get concerning. Leaked information suggests the iPhone 17 Air will have around 2,800 mAh battery capacity. Color options have been confirmed through leaked camera component images. The pricing strategy is fascinating. Reports suggest the iPhone 17 Air will cost around $899, the same as the current iPhone 16 Plus it's replacing. Apple is also removing the physical SIM card slot entirely from the iPhone 17 Air because there simply is room for it in the thin chassis. The front-facing camera is getting moved too. Here's what's really interesting about Apple's strategy. For content creators and photography enthusiasts, the single camera will be a deal breaker. Apple is reportedly considering this as a test case for future iPhone designs. The September 2025 launch is almost confirmed, likely on September 9th or 10th following Apple's traditional Tuesday announcement schedule. One concern that keeps coming up is durability. Will the iPhone 17 Air bend like the iPhone 6 did? The iPhone 17 Air represents Apple's most significant design departure since the iPhone X introduced Face ID and the notch. So here's the big question. Would you sacrifice camera versatility and battery life for an incredibly thin and lightweight design? Let me know in the comments what you think about the iPhone 17 Air.